Welcome to another episode of Keepin It 100 with the 100 Black Men of Greater Charlotte. My name is Mario D. King, and today we'll be talking about the impact of social media. I have a great panel with me today. So what I want you to do is introduce yourself and just tell me how you're feeling today, but do it in a creative way, starting to my left.
Hi, I'm Miles. I've been part of the 100 Black Men for 2 years now. And the way I'm feeling, it's just a cool rainy sky.
Cool rainy sky, 216 Drake. All right, my man.
Hi, I'm Corey Smith. I'm feeling like a rainy day, like in my brain right now, because it was so cold.
Hey, I'm Carter Masty. This is my first year with the 100 Black Men of Greater Charlotte, and I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. Need something to wake me up.
Oh man, so we all need some electronic juice today. No coffee. Got the cold. We got rainy day. We got rainy day. We got sleepy over here. Like the seven. What you call them? Seven dwarfs. Sleeping Beauty. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so again, today we're talking about the impact of social media. As you know, with your generation, that's one of the main vehicles of how you guys communicate. And I know a lot of ways that kind of impact the way you may be feeling on a day-to-day basis. So we just go have a great, engaging conversation. Feel free to break free. All right, you ready? First question. How does social media make you feel about yourself? And another layer to that is, can you give examples of posts or interactions that have influenced you in some type of way?
I say that depending on what I watch, like for example, like if I was to watch maybe like a documentary that I've seen on TikTok or Instagram, it would make me feel a little bit inspired or something like that, something that would be encouraging. But if I watch something that's sad or like a funeral or something like that, it would influence my mood and I feel remorse and stuff like that.
Social media makes me feel like, it depends how I use it. Like if I'm watching TikTok, I usually get like motivational videos or like comedy videos. I don't really get sad videos, so I can't really say that influences me to be sad, but I could say TikTok has like showed me more motivational videos than sad videos.
All right, so that's pretty much your algorithms, like what you're kind of used to. Now, to what you were saying, Miles, as far as where you get your information, do you see yourself getting the bulk of your information from social media, like as it relates to news and what's going on in current events?
On the occasion, knowing source that I can trust, like CBS News or something like that. But if it's just like a random person just talking about stuff, I'm just probably not going to believe them, or I'd do my own research.
No, for sure. Carter, what you think?
It's mainly just about what I watch. I'll mainly be watching TikTok or Instagram. But if I see something like funny, it'll make me like happier. But if I see someone like they talk about something sad, like cancer or something, then it makes me a little bit sadder. But like say I'm watching a streamer play a game I like Rainbow Six Siege. That'll make me want to play it and try to get better.
Okay, so it's influential in that way. So I saw something interesting. What's today? Saturday, past couple of days with the whole Kendrick and Drake thing, right? So we just know Drake just dropped a new album, and you see a lot of things on social media where some people love it, some people hate it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like today, I don't know if it's y'all generation, but it may just be across the board. You brought up something interesting, Carter, how social media can influence the way you think. Like you may have love for a particular artist, but if you see a mass of people like bashing the album or bashing that person, subconsciously or unsubconsciously, you may see yourself doing the same. Do you see a lot of that?
On the occasion. So, like for example, if I see somebody like riding a roller coaster or something like that, I might want to go try that one day. Like Carowinds, whenever there's like a new ride out, I probably go out there and I probably go ride that ride and stuff like that.
I've seen it influence my mood by like I could like something, but I see it on like TikTok when I'm scrolling, like getting bashed, like you said, and it has like kind of like brought it down, like my like for it, but like not a lot.
Oh, for real? Mm-hmm. I tell you, when I be looking at them cooking videos, when they be doing them shorts, I'll be ready to get some grub, which I really do right now. All right, so the next question I got for you. So we kind of talked about influential and how social media could kind of impact your mood. So as far as the presentation, right? So do you feel any type of pressure to present yourself a certain way when you're making your posts? Like, they say faking it to making it, those type of things. Like a lot of times you only see the good parts of someone on social media. How does that drive the way you post and interact?
To be honest, I really don't post that much, but when I do post, I make sure it looks presentable and it doesn't look crazy and stuff that actually reflects who I am and my values at times. So it's just I just make sure it reflects me instead of somebody else.
Oh, for sure. So you ain't trying to impress nobody on there, right?
Not for real.
All right. What about you, Cora?
Mostly when I post like sports stuff or like just like music and stuff like that. On notes, Instagram notes specifically. I don't really like care what other people think. I mostly just post like achievements or stuff like that. It's not that I only post achievements. It's just like I only really use social media for like football.
Oh, for sure. Now, Carter, you're a little bit younger than these two What
guys
about
here.
you? Like, are you active on social media? Are you posting? And when you do, how much do you keep it as yourself and not try to be outside yourself?
Like how Corey said, I mainly just post like football stuff on TikTok. I don't really post on Instagram. I'll occasionally do like a story if like a blowout football game happens, like Eagles versus Washington. I'll post that on my story because that was a blowout game and got a rep for my team. But I mainly don't really post that much, really.
Yeah, you should have said Eagles versus Chiefs. I was feeling mighty fine last week.
Ooh, man, that game was bad.
Yep. All right, Corey. So you mentioned music and you mentioned artists. So real quick breakaway. Who's your favorite artist right now?
Right now, I say Lil Baby at the moment.
All right, you got Lil Baby. What about you, Corey?
I probably got like Bryson Tilley.
All right, who you got?
Travis.
You got Travis. Now, do you follow them on social media?
Yeah.
Your favorite artist?
Yeah.
So what you looking for when your artists be posting? You just looking for like dropping new or the personality?
Yeah, like new music,
New music. And
music
stuff.
videos, clips. Yeah.
Yeah. So how much time you spending on social media?
Oof.
Ooh, that's a good question. I couldn't give you an exact answer if I tried.
Is that much?
Yeah, it's a lot of time. But I say maybe I give it like 6 hours, maybe.
6 hours in totality?
On maybe the weekend or when I'm done with my schoolwork or something like that. And during the school week, it's probably gonna be like maybe 3 or 4.
About 3 or 4. What about you, Cora?
So on a school day, I'll probably say like 3 or 4. And like on the weekend, I'll probably spend a little more. Like probably like 5 to 7 on
5
the
to 7?
weekend.
So me and my friends, we do check-ins.
Okay.
Because one of my friends, they cannot get off their phone. So we do check-ins. I had 15, 16 hours on average a week.
A week? Okay.
A
Well, that ain't too bad. That's in line with what they was kind of saying. So we're talking about maybe 4 to 6 on the average. So what are you doing, man? Like 4 to 6 hours. And that's a job. That's almost like a job, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing on there?
I just like scroll. Like it's so like addicting kind of. So like when I wake up, like not the first thing I do, but like it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Like I'll start scrolling and then I'll get good videos. And like it's just hard to get off.
Yeah,
But like
because I feel like once you get that first scroll and then you be like 5 more minutes.
yeah.
You scroll and then you be like, let me just watch one more video. And then it just keeps on going from there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I guess adults, they get addicted to it too. I get a case of the swiping thumb.
Especially Twitter.
But with quitters. So what apps are you on right now? So what's your favorite app? Go ahead.
my favorite app right now would have to be TikTok. I'm glad it's back. They tested us. They gave us a test. They banned it for about 16, 17 hours. People started deleting the app, and then they got a little bit mad when they brought it back. So
And they couldn't get it back, right? So
Yeah.
what's part of the deal? Like if you deleted it or if you took it away, you couldn't get it back or something?
If you deleted it, you couldn't get it in the app store.
They said it wasn't available in your
wasn't
country.
it wasn't-
Is that still the case right now?
No, they
not
fixed
right.
it.
Oh, they fixed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like you shouldn't have deleted it in the first place.
But if you deleted it, you lost all your drafts.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So what's a draft? That's pretty much like
Like a video that you made but never posted. Like
Exactly.
most people use TikTok to like take videos of themselves, like doing TikTok dances or just videos of themselves.
So what makes TikTok supreme? Because right now, I think especially for your generation, well, pretty for business people in general, is it the algorithms that's a little bit more open versus the other two?
It's probably like the dances. Like I'll say the dance is definitely like up there.
It's the way it like sucks you in. Like how Miles was saying, if you watch one video and then you'll be all right, I'm gonna get 10 minutes and then I'm
And then they
off.
keep showing those similar
then-
videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for me, why TikTok is better, Instagram's too much. It just has a whole bunch of things. And then I feel like it's like the format of the way they put things. And at the same time, it's with TikTok, you're not gonna see like a whole bunch of nonsense that you don't want to see.
Oh, really?
Rather than Instagram.
So again, the algorithm is probably a little bit more tighter where if you say, for example, Corey, you was mentioning that you like sports. So it's going to continuously show you sports
Some
videos
sports
instead of throwing something in there to kind of take you off what you into. All right. So what I want to do now is segue to a more of a serious topic as it relates to social media. And we're talking about bullying. I know that's been something that's been prevalent over maybe the past 10 years, especially with our generation. With me coming up, social media wasn't around like that, so we had to deal with face-to-face interactions when it came to things like that. However, with you guys, it's not just like one or two people who may bully you. It may be an instance where you may have a whole pack. People who don't even know you, can really, drive crazy on you on social media. So, two-layered question. Have you ever been bullied on social media? If you have, what did you do? Or do you know any of your peers that may have been bullied on social media? And what was the outcome of that?
I don't think I've been bullied. It's just people may have said a few comments, and I really didn't care because I posted what I thought I liked, and I just posted it. I thought it was cool, so I did it for my own enjoyment.
All right, that's what's up. What about you, Corey?
I have never been bullied on like cyberbullied, I guess, because there's like nothing I really could get cyberbullied on like that I would care about.
Yeah, my mouth, like Corey, I don't really get cyberbully, but like if someone just leaves a comment, they say, "Oh, this is trash," and I'm like, you're not the one posting it. I am. So like, why does it affect you? But the thing is, if someone says something, and that just shows they're scared to say it to your face. So if they can't say it to your face, don't even. Like,
Technically, you are saying it to your face, but
true.
How so?
you're still over a screen. But I feel like if somebody's gonna text it to you and say that, they probably gonna say it to your face.
Say it
as
to your
well.
face. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. You got some people who what they call it, Twitter fingers, who they get more braver, you know what I mean, across the board instead of they being face to face with somebody as it relates to that type of interaction. All right, so here's what I want to talk about now. I know we kind of talked about the impact of social media, how you present yourself on there, etc. So what I want to know now is how do you decide, what kind of content do you want to share to the public? Like, because a lot of people like to keep certain things to themselves, and we kind of talked about people only show the highlights of themselves. So when you are getting ready to post, what's your framework? What you working with?
I make sure it looks presentable. I make sure I like the post before I post it. Maybe I get a second opinion sometimes, but most of the time I don't. Whatever I like, I post, and I deal with the consequences.
Now, do your parents have any say so, or do they control your social media in any type of way? Do they monitor, or do you know if they monitor or not?
I'm pretty sure they monitor it, just a little bit, because they don't want me posting anything crazy. Because digital footprint is a thing, and I wouldn't have the brains to do all that. But I feel like honestly, I do control what I post, and I make sure it's nothing that's gonna not make me go to college or something like that.
Absolutely. That's a great point, man, because pretty much social media is your digital footprint now. So when you are applying for jobs or, trying to go to colleges, they will, look at your activity to kind of see what type of things you're liking, what kind of content you're posting. Because when you go in these interviews, they want to see that you are representing. They're not looking at your representative. They want to see who you are on face value. Mm-hmm. So Corey, what about you, man? Like, how do you assess what you're posting when you get on there?
So I did 3 things I value. So friends, family. Well, it's more than that, but like I say family, God, and football. Like that's my top 3 mostly.
That's what's up.
Right.
Like I post my football clips, football like pictures, Bible verses, and stuff like that. And sometimes I post like 1 or 2 times. Probably I post something on myself, but.
So that's just who you are at your core. So you pretty much representing, who you are.
Yeah.
All times. All right. What about you, Carter?
Yeah, I really just monitor what I put, make sure it's really just the thing is I don't really like if I do post something, I don't know who's watching, so I don't really show my face a lot. I'll do maybe like edits, like CapCut. I'll use like templates and stuff, make cool things, just post it. But if I do see something like that's really popular, say it was really popular for a while to do like football edits. So then I will just do those, and then And then after it's not popular, I just look for a new popular topic. But I really don't post that much.
Okay. Now, as far as communication, right? So that's pretty much the bread and butter of how you all kind of engage and communicate with your peers. Again, I come from the generation where we was kind of face to face. You know, we be hanging out after school or we kind of talking. But here's the thing, what I don't understand, and maybe y'all can help me relate to it. So if I'm going out to eat or if I'm just hanging out somewhere, I see your generation, like y'all will be sitting right next to each other, right? But y'all be like this, on the phone, like talking to each other, like, what's up? Why y'all be doing that?
Sometimes you can be together in silence and it's just peace of mind that y'all just enjoying time together, but like y'all spending time alone. So, I mean, I feel like we're sending each other funny videos so we can get a little laughing or something like that. Or we might just be bored and tired of each other, to be honest. But we get along. Like if you're on the phone next to somebody, it's either you don't like them or you mess with them a whole lot because you're sending them videos. But I just find it enjoyable at times.
Fred, what about you, Corey?
I'll probably say that that's never like really happened to me. Like I could be scrolling, but I also could be talking to my friend. It's never been like
Dead
flat
silence.
quiet. Yeah.
Right.
And like we're just like texting each other or something or like sending videos.
Yeah, Carter?
I went to the mall with my friends a couple weeks ago. We were in a store, and while they were out there trying to buy something in the line, I was just outside scrolling on my phone, sending them funny videos. Like our mom said, if it's either two things, it's either get tired of your best friend. If you really know they're your best friend, you gonna get tired of them real easily.
That's a fact.
Like if you're on the phone with them 20 minutes, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep. You won't go to sleep for no 2 hours. You just want to hang up that phone and get away from them for a while.
Oh, that's the excuse, right?
Yeah. But if they your best friend, they'll call you back and be like, you is not going to sleep.
All right, so I would ask you a question about like comparison, because again, we talked about when people post on social media, you're only seeing those positive highlights, right? So I know with some adults, they can't even handle it. Like if you see somebody that's doing something that you're aspiring to do, that little jealousy may creep in. So how do you safeguard yourself from that? Like you all seem to be kind of well established, but I'm sure some of your peers you may have heard. How do they kind of handle those different comparison things where they may feel less than based on what they're seeing people post on social media?
I haven't had to deal with that, but I get that people compare with people a whole lot, but I feel like it's happened to me maybe once, and I just feel like I've just had to work for it. So if it's like to be a great basketball player or to be a great doctor or whatever profession you want to be in, you got to work hard for it. And hard work is really just the main answer to all your problems.
That's a fact. What about you, Corey?
It's never happened to me, but I know a couple people that compare themselves to other people like from online. Like some people only like post money or like telegrams, link like
Right.
that to make money and stuff. But I've known some people that compare themselves to it, judging their life, saying, "Oh, why can't I have this? Why can't I have that?" But like I feel like it's kind of got better throughout the generation, and yeah.
Because people are getting kind of used to it now, so it's not as new. What about you, Carter?
I really don't compare myself, but I know a couple people that would. Like they'll just be scrolling and they'll send me a video of like a successful person and they would be like, man, I wish I was this. But I'll text them if they send that, I'd be like, you can just work towards it.
Absolutely. So y'all like real strong willed. What do you think that come from? Is it like just your family background, your network of influences? Like, why do you feel like you all three are so grounded in comparison to maybe what some of your peers may be doing?
I mean, to be honest, it's really just my personality. I think I was just born that way. So it's just something that my morals won't let me just sit there and waste away.
For sure. What about you, Corey?
I say it was probably my cousins. Like I have my older cousins. For
So
example.
you've seen them go through it, so you won't have to, right?
Yeah, like they were telling me about your social media blueprint, I guess, and how
Okay.
it follows you. And like she kind of warns me like, don't post this, don't post that, everything in there. And like also probably my family's background.
Okay, that's what's up. What about you, Carter?
I think it's really just because my personality and like who I stay around. Because I always make sure, like when I'm at like a new school, like I just moved to a new school this year. I gotta like get used to the school, see what kind of people I'm around, and then know who to be friends with, not who not to be friends with, who like to hang with. It's really just adapting. But I think it's really just coming from like my family.
That's what's up, man. You are the sum of the people that you hang around with. So make sure you keep those positive people in your circle. All right. So what I want to do right now, give me 3 things that you think is a negative impact from social media. Then we go flip it. I want you to give me 3 things that's positive. So let's start with the negative first. What are 3 negative things you think come from social media?
So I say this is not me, but I know this can come out of it. Depression, social anxiety, and like feeling nervous all the time. So kind of like anxiety again, but those were probably my top 3. Because I know you can get depressed from watching other people like live their life and seeing all their achievements.
Absolutely, because that's what I was alluding to when I asked y'all that question about how does that impact your peers as far as the comparison thing. Now, that's a deeper topic that we go get into in another episode of Keepin It 100. So what about you, Carter? What do you think are 3 of the negative aspects of social media?
3 negative would be 1, it can be a huge waste of time because just scrolling on your phone ain't really productive unless you're doing something that is productive. So it can be time wasteful. How he say, it can cause many things. It can cause depression, sadness, regret. It can just cause many things. But the big thing is that it can change you for the worse, which means it's technically if you see something and you keep seeing it, it'll change you over time. Like you can start acting different, change your personality. It can just change you, which isn't good. You just gotta be you. And if people don't like you for you, they don't like you in general.
Absolutely. Again, that's that influence. What about you, Miles?
I'd say that one of the negative impacts that can happen is like jealousy, like you said, depression, and then another thing, it could just be a waste of time because some people just don't get their work done. They just scroll on TikTok almost every day, and they don't never get their work done. So
Absolutely. So I know we got to get into the positives, and I know we got to get ready to wrap up. So real quick, you brought up something that was interesting as far as taking sometime a break from social media. Real quick, do you take breaks for Miles? Like, is that part of your social media regimen? Do you take breaks?
yes, I take breaks. I probably sit on the phone with my friends for a little bit, and I just talk to them. I chop it up with them a little bit. So when I have those conversations with my friends, I make sure it's deep or a little small talk so we can just go ahead and just have that good conversation with each other.
Absolutely. Remember that face-to-face communication always work. What about you, Corey?
I'd say like going somewhere, like either going outside, playing with friends, being on the game. That's kind of like how I take a break, or like doing homework, going to sleep.
I love to hear it. I'm an 80s baby, so going outside and, playing football in the street or playing some hoops, that's always going to be one of my favorite joys. What about you, Carter?
I don't really take like huge breaks because it's a lot harder for me to break my phone. But something I'm thinking about getting, it's a phone lock to where I can give it to my mom and I have to put it in there and she has to set a time and it'll lock it. And I can't get my phone out until it unlocks, so let me take a break. But really, I just play my game, or I'll call my friends to see if they like what they want to do, or I'll go outside with my neighbors because we'll usually just kick around a soccer ball.
All right, that's what's up. All right, last question, then we're going to wrap things up. If you had a magic wand, and if you could change one thing about social media, one thing, keep it brief, start with you, Miles, what would it be?
The way it can negatively affect people, that's one thing.
All right, what about you, Corey?
I feel like they should add more videos, like take a break, go to sleep. You've been scrolling for too long.
Okay, that's what's up. I like that. What about you, Carter?
They should pay people more for their videos because they pay like 3 cents per like, so they need to pay more and make it easier to get paid.
Hey, free advertising. That's what they be trying to do. All right, so I enjoyed the conversation with you, brothers. Again, thank you for watching another episode of Keepin It 100 with the 100 Black Men of Greater Charlotte. Again, my name is Mario D. King. Until next time, peace, blessings, out.